What do you see when you see me? Do you see a white person? Do you see a tourist? Colors. Isn't that what South Africa is all about? Colors. Immediately when you see me, you see the color. She's white. I didn't used to know. When I was a child, I didn't know I was white. But here, everyone knows. From they are very young, everyone knows. What does it do to the society? I am just a foreigner coming here and seeing it from the outside. What can I say? I just keep on thinking and looking at myself as being that white girl that everyone can see all the time. I can't hide. Whether I'm on the train or in the cafeteria, in the library, in town, or at the university, everyone can see me, point me out in the masses. I stick out in my home country as well. Because I'm so tall, sure I do. And I have been in other countries where I was one of the very few white tourists. But I must say that being in South Africa is very different, and you become aware of it in a different way, as if it's like, it's in every single part of life, and you have to be aware of it all the time. You can't escape, kind of. It's there all the time. Another thing about this whole race thing I have been thinking about, when I came to UWC, people started talking about white being pictured as the beautiful. And I've never really thought about the fact that a lot of media and commercials and advertisements is really doing that, and that Hollywood and other commercial industries keep on that image of white being the beautiful. But the first thing I was thinking when I started hearing that was, no, why can you say that? And how can you say that? To me, it's a lot, black or colored or Asian or Middle Eastern or Latin American girls are as beautiful as white, if not even more. There's so much discontent with the way you look among white girls that, to me it just doesn't make sense. It's interesting how everybody is so much into beauty, but what is beautiful, you know? People do things all the time to improve their looks. And there we come back to the kind of case of, why do you improve your look? Is it because somebody told you? Or is it because you feel you have to? Who made you do that decision? And whose decision is it? I wish people could say that beauty is something that is within you. It's so tiring with all this focusing on this. I hate when people say that other people are ugly. How can they say that? Especially if you're just commenting on somebody you don't know. How can you say that someone is ugly? I just think it's such a very bad term. To me, people become beautiful when you get to know them. You can't say people are ugly without knowing them. No way. I think the time I enjoy the most is when I'm out in nature or away from people, in a place where you don't have to care about the way you look. That's my favorite place to be, where I can just wear whatever I want and without caring. That's when I'm feeling free. That feeling I get when I'm all by myself or with good friends in nature is just the feeling of complete freedom. That's when I really manage to feel free and be myself completely. So I received this email from a guy in my class that he's been trying to meet me for lunch and something like that, and I've been busy, so I haven't really, I said no every time because I said I was busy. And then I just received this email. Goes like this. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I returned the money. Some people in class put two of us in competition to see who is gonna take you out on a date. I can't tell you the other participant because he quit on the first day. He said you are hard. I'm sorry if I made you feel crazy. That's what we do every year when foreign students come. Last year my date was an American. Please don't tell anybody I told you. It will defeat the purpose of the game. Promise. Are we friends again? P.S. You are difficult. The American girl, I asked her once and she was out with me already. I have given up on you, but just curious, why are you so hard? Have you had any bad relationships before? Are you racist? Don't you like interracial relationships? Are you having negative perceptions of Africa, considering South Africa as the center for AIDS? How come you are so hard? My other competitor gave his money already last week. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. It's just like, yeah. It's a bit unbelievable. Yeah. I think that this issue in a way made me think even more about me being white and blonde, and it kind of in some ways confirmed my thoughts about being white and blonde on campus, and in a way, confirming the thoughts I had imagined. In my imagination, I was going around being afraid that people were like noticing me, and also that there were guys that were thinking of me more like an object, if I can say that can be used for something, like apparently making money. I don't know where it's coming from. I mean, whether it's based on race or whether it's based on somebody being foreign. But as this guy seems to be drawing on race several times and even asking me whether I was a racist, and if that was the reason why I didn't want to go on a date with him, it kind of tells me that it is definitely about race. And I think it's sad, it's bad anyways, of course, but the fact that it's not only about gender, it's actually about race as well, I think complicates the issue and shows how gender and race very often is intertwined, like tangled together. And that is something that I've become quite aware of after coming here. I think in Norway, awareness about race is not something I was very much exposed to, and we never talk about race. So coming here and experiencing this was definitely opening my mind to what shall I say, a new aspect and dimension of identity, both in general human interaction, but also when we're talking about gender issues and a lot of other issues related to the society we live in. I'm leaving Cape Town in a few days. The semester is over. and it's been a very exciting and challenging time here in Cape Town. I've learned so much about myself and about life and about the world. But even though it has been quite challenging, I've enjoyed it so much, and it feels really sad to leave now.